Hello and welcome to day 12 of our creativity challenge. The topic of the day is timing. As a musician, you're very aware of how important the element of time is when you're making music. And as a human being, you're probably pretty aware of how important time is throughout your daily life. And if you're like most people in our culture, you never quite feel like you have enough of it. Am I right? I'd love to hear from all of you. Do you ever feel rushed or stressed because you're just running around from one thing to the next? So many things to get done, so many responsibilities, so much to do, and you just wish you had a little more time to yourself to devote to what you're truly interested in the moment. And you wish you didn't have to just do all these other things that seem to get in the way of what you really want. Well, the thing that musicians don't usually talk about, because we tend to separate our music making from the rest of our lives, the thing that we don't usually address is that if you want to improve your timing in music, you kind of need to pay attention to how you experience your timing on a daily basis. So if you feel rushed in life most of the time, you probably bring some of that, not even probably, I'm sure, okay, I'm just gonna say it. You bring that stress and that sense of pushing forward into how you make music. And you may not be aware of this. It's usually something that's pretty subtle, but I would love for all of us today to pay attention to our sense of timing in music making and just get curious about how you might be able to reflect, or how your habits of daily living are reflected in how you make music. So you can look at this away from music and you can look at it while you're making music, but start making the connection between how you feel about time in one or the other area and just see how they play off of each other. Because really, when you make music, you are expressing who you are, like it or not. And if you're a person that rushes around a lot, that will show up in your music making. And even if you're not aware of it, other people will sense that urgency, that tension, that sense of pushing. Okay, I went to a concert recently and it was really hard for me to listen to because there was that subtle sense of pushing all the time. So just get curious. You don't need to try to fix this today, but as with everything that I do with an Alexander perspective, you got to start with being curious and then observe yourself. And through the practice of Alexander technique and the Art of Freedom umbrella that I teach it within, and Primal Alexander is the hands-free way that I teach Alexander these days. When I put everything into that context, the dots start to connect, things start to make sense, and things work themselves out in surprising ways. So I want to say hello to everybody coming on. Just say hello to me so I know you're here. If you're watching the replay, please just say hi. And I would also really love to hear from you, even if it's just a few words. Tell me if this makes sense, and do the challenge for the day today or on whatever day you're on, and share it in the group. Tell us how you experience timing and see how the life timing reflects in your musical timing and vice versa. So I hope that stimulates your curiosity, and get really creative about how you can experiment with this, okay? And tell us about it. Oh, I see Tamara is here, wave, and Donna is here. Donna, hey, it is so nice to have you here. I hope you are gonna join our challenge. There is a link on this post, so sign up if you haven't signed up yet. You'll get just a little bit of inspiration from me every day. If you sign up, it'll just come to your email box. We have a topic of the day, and then I give you some creativity questions to go along with the topic of the day. And then you can share in the group whatever you discover if you want, but there's no obligation, of course, to do that. And with this particular challenge, it's a 30-day challenge, but that doesn't mean you have to do it in 30 days. This is not one of those challenges where like you miss a day and then you have to start all over again from the beginning. It's not like that. In fact, I do want to tell you that tomorrow is Sunday for me, and I will be taking the day off again, just like last week. So we're really just doing 6 days a week of this challenge. But talking about timing, do it at your own pace. This daily attention to these topics of the day may be too fast, too much for some of you. Just do what you can do and just commit to going through the challenge at your own pace. Okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to go apply the sense of timing to my musical practice. And I do invite everybody watching to I'm saying this every day because I want you to have these. They're really, really very special videos to me personally. And I know that a lot of people who have signed up for the practical applications set, that's the complete creativity challenge set, they're getting so much out of it. And I just want to make sure you all know this is not just for violinists, and it's not just about the Izai Ballade. This is about how a musician, who happens to be me, could be applying the topic of the day to musical practice, but I do it in a very profound way that's very meaningful, again, to me, and I think it will probably resonate with most of you out there too. So I just want to remind you that that's available, and the link for that is on this post too. So I hope you have a lovely day. Go through it quickly or slowly, but pay attention to how you're experiencing time in your day today. Okay? Have fun. Lots of love. Bye-bye.